the soil, and yeah, we have these nice long roots which grow underground, and we have these nice leaves, these nice, oh god, these nice leaves. And these beautiful flowers here. So basically, a plant is divided into two parts broadly: the underground part or the descending part called the root, and the upper or the ascending part called the shoot. The root is called homogeneous because it consists of only one type of organ or only one type of structure, which are mainly the fibers. But the shoot has different morphological parts, like the stem, which is hard, and the leaves, which are thin, and flowers, which are frail and colorful. And of course, they have different functions. For example, the root is responsible for obtaining nutrients. The leaves are the kitchen of a plant. The leaves are the kitchen. The stem is necessary for transportation. Flowers are responsible for reproduction. So we will now be studying the external structures of these parts, starting with root in this particular video. So we will be studying root in this particular video. So what is basically the root? The right color. Okay. Okay. So this is the soil. This is what goes underground. And this is the plant. So we are studying root here. Okay, we are studying root here. And whatever. So now, the root is defined as the descending part of the plant axis which grows downwards into the soil, and it is positively geotrophic. Geotrophic, meaning it grows towards the ground, or toward geo means earth, so it grows towards the earth. It is positively hydrotrophic. Okay, let's. Hydrotrophic meaning it moves towards the water. So let's say we have water here, underground water. The roots have a tendency to grow towards the water like this. Alright. So they are positively hydrotrophic and negatively phototrophic. And let's say, meaning we have the sun here. The roots never grow towards the sun like this. They always go downwards. They go away from light. They grow away from light. So, which is why they are negatively phototropic. And they grow from the radicle of an embryo, and we will soon learn what that is. So they are generally non-green and cylindrical, and they produce similar organs endogenously. So a typical root follows the 5 following parts. So let us first draw it. Let's say this is the thing. Allow me some time. Hey, so the root we have learned so far is homogeneous, and it is responsible for obtaining nutrients. I must say it has a really important function in the plant body. And the final touch. Yeah. uh, so we have the region of maturation. The region of maturation, I'll write just maturation because I don't have enough space. The region of absorption, or the region of root hair. So region of absorption, I must write region of, and these are the root hairs. The region of cell elongation, cell elongation, and the region of cell division, and finally the root cap. And I think we must differentiate it with colors a little bit. So this is, let us say, the region of cell elongation, and let us say this particular region is the region of cell division. All right, so let us see what that means. So the region of maturation, we will start with the bottommost region, which means we will start from the region of root cap. This is the tender apex of the root, and it is protected with a multicellular cap-like structure called the root cap. The cells of the root cap secrete mucilage. So the cells right here, the cells right here secrete mucilage, or something which acts as a lubricant for the passage of the root to pass through the soil. So let us say there's this root cap, and it secretes this mucilage which makes the passage of the root easier throughout the soil. All right. Then we have the region of cell division. The region of cell division. It is a region about 1 millimeter in length. This is the growing point of a root and is protected by root cap. It is made of compactly arranged thin wall meristematic stems which have the power of division. So let us say this is the region, this is the root cap. So it has close, meristematic cells with nucleus. And these are the cells which actually grow. So the cell grows because of this. So let us say the cell is this much, and then it grows and it grows, and it is always protected by the root cap, which I will show in a different color, but it always grows because of the meristem here. So that the region of cell division is the region which has meristem, which is also known as meristematic region. Now the region of elongation. The region of cell elongation, or the region of cell elongation. So this lies just above the meristematic region. This is the meristematic region, and this particular region is the region of cell elongation. So what happens is the cells of this region are newly formed and they elongate rapidly. So they are newly formed and they elongate rapidly, meaning they help the root grow tall and penetrate more. So this increases the length of the root, and they also help in absorption of material. So this was the region of cell elongation. And then comes the region of root hair. So this is also known as the region of absorption. This area is covered with numerous root hairs. We see root hair here. This is the root hair. The cells of outer layer are known as piliferous layer or epiblemma, which produce root hairs. The root hairs are elongated single cellular tubular structures which remain in contact with soil particles. The root hairs increase the surface area of the absorption. So let us say we have, let me show you an example. Let us say we have this tube which is responsible for obtaining nutrients from the surrounding medium. And let us say we have another tube which has hairs and is responsible for obtaining nutrients. So what happens is the one with hairs absorbs more because every hair or every strand contributes to absorption, whereas here we have no such increased surface area, so there's less area contributing to absorption, meaning there's less material absorbed. So this the function of root hair is basically to increase the surface area of absorption. And these hairs are short-lived and are replaced every 10 to 15 days. And then comes the region of maturation. Oops. The region of maturation. So it forms the major part of the root, and it is the outermost layer of this region has impermeable cells. So it does not allow water or anything to pass through. Impermeable cells outside. We're talking about this region, okay? The enlarged cells undergo differentiation to form different types of primary root tissues like cortex, epidermis, xylem, phloem, and it helps in the fixation of the plant body in the soil and in conduction of absorbed substances. So basically, what is differentiation? So differentiation is when meristematic or immature cells just grow and they find themselves a function. So they might perform the function of cortex. So they grow on to become cortex cells and then perform those particular functions, because meristems as such don't have particular functions except for storage and food making. So they take up a function and then go on performing it for the rest of their lives. So after a cell is differentiated, there is no looking back, and they go on living like those particular cells all their life. So that's what differentiation is. And in the region of maturation, cells differentiate to form tissues like endodermis, xylem, phloem, cortex, etc. So this has an important role because it also helps the plant body to get fixed in the soil, and it is useful in conduction of absorbed substances. Also, lateral roots develop from this region.